getting ready. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I mean, I'm ready, but I'm trying to reach for things. You know how that is. So, hello. Hey, Linda, how are you doing today? Are you having better weather? Are you still getting all that snow and stuff? It's beautiful here today. Beautiful. It's 71 degrees and sunny outside, so that's my kind of weather. Excuse me. I got my coffee. I'm ready to go. Everything's great. I do have to share, however. I got this a long time ago and I forgot about it. And then I found it a little while ago. And so it's like, you know how you have junk drawers where you just throw random stuff? Well, I was going through the junk drawer and I found my little taser gun that I got a long time ago. Look at my little taser gun. And it's kind of irritating, but I used to take it with me when I went places. So when people got in my way, hey, Helen. Oh, be careful. So 12 degrees, Linda. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So, when people got in my way, especially in the car, Helen, when I was driving, because I knew, it's like, it was just a stress reliever. I knew it wasn't really doing anything, but it made me feel better that I could ping people. So, you know, turn your volume down for a second because it is kind of loud. But look at this. It's so funny. It made me feel so good. It was this stress reliever for me that I could just, ping people. So I always pick these up every year because about every year they die. I think I use them too much. But I always pick them up every year so I can play with them all year long. But anyway, that's my little taser gun. And I found it and I was so excited that I found it. So I want to share that with you guys. I know. I have some crazy stuff. Well, Thomas, that's why I have this for. So when I'm driving, instead of having road rage, I can just do that and then I feel better for some reason. I don't know. It's harmless, so I figured it's okay, right? How are you doing, Thomas? How's your knee today? I bet that cold weather doesn't help it at all, does it? So, has everybody got their coffee or whatever your drink of choice is? And there is Tammy Renee. As y'all know, she's one of my mods. Linda is not there right now. I'm sure she'll be there in a little while, but she's had some dental stuff going on today, so she may not be joining us. She might be under the weather when she gets home. Not so good today. I'm sorry, Thomas. I know that joint pain is so bad. I hate it so much. I'm sorry you're going through that. Hopefully it'll get better. Are you doing anything for it or are you just dealing with it? Because that's normally what I do. I just deal with stuff. But I know there's some things out there like that chondroitin is supposed to help with joint pain and that kind of stuff. I don't know if it works or not. But at least it's something natural. And I don't know how bad the lag is today. Helen, on your way to, oh, she's still at the dentist. Oh no, Tammy. Helen, are you on your way out to find some more pineapples? So Helen had a great idea with this pineapple thing because I issued a challenge to her, Jen, and Trisha all. And I was like, I'm calling it Pineapple Again. And I want to see within like a week's time, whatever, there's no set thing. It's just for fun. How many pineapples we can find. So, yeah, you're going to find good for you. How many pineapples we can find. So she had a great idea and she was like, we need to do a hashtag for that. And I agree. So y'all come up with some ideas for hashtags besides just hashtag pineapple. I want it to be funny, of course, but something that we can do where you all can be involved when you're outsourcing or you're out just looking around and you see, funny little pineapple figures and stuff like that. You can hashtag it on Instagram too, and we'll all share it and get a good laugh out of it. So see what happens. I only found one pineapple yesterday, and it was a piece of jewelry. I was like, it was in the case, and it was at St. Vincent's. And I felt a little weird because they've already yelled at me a couple of times about filming in there. So since it was in the jewelry case right there where they were standing, I didn't really want to film it because I was afraid I would get yelled at again. And they've actually posted a sign now that says that, no videography is allowed inside of the store. I don't know if that was because of me necessarily, maybe, but things happen. So I'm putting any pineapple I find, I am putting it upside down. I'm telling you right now, if I see it on the shelf and I can make it stand upside down, I'm going to switch it. But, yeah, so I went in there yesterday and I saw it was like a little charm bracelet, like one of the stretchy ones, though. A little stretchy charm bracelet, and it had a pineapple on it. But I didn't want to video it because I knew I would get yelled at. So I was like, okay, we'll have to pass by that one. But I didn't see any in the store. That's a small St. Vincent's, though. It's a really, really tiny thrift store. And they have like 6 people working at one time. So they kind of keep an eye on you. So I knew if I did find one, I wasn't going to be able to video it anyway because, like I said, I've already been in trouble. I was trying not to, get in more trouble. So I don't want to get kicked out and have my picture like up on the wall and say, do not allow her in again. So I'm trying to be good. So how is everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all feeling well. I know Thomas is not doing so great with his knee. So if y'all could keep him in your prayers and thoughts with that, I would appreciate it. And I know he would too. And just to give you kind of a highlight of what's happening in the next few days. So today we have our sale. Tomorrow I am going to be on Picasso Cat's channel, Kathy Picasso Cat, at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure, I'm sure most of you are subscribed to her already. If not, please make sure you go over there and you hit that notification thing so you know what time. It should be a really fun sale. I love hanging out with her. She's such a sweet, sweet person. So that should be a fun sale. And then Friday, I have another sale at 4 p.m. right here on my channel, Vintage Digs, here on YouTube. I may be having a guest. I'm still waiting to hear back from her. So if she gets back to me, we may be having a guest for the Friday the 13th sale. So we'll see. But then I'm off on the weekend, so I can go sourcing and find some more stuff for you guys. And then on Monday, the 16th, I will be with Vintage Uprising Texas Tam Tam at 3 p.m. on her channel. So make sure you head over there on Monday. And then coming up this next week, I'll be back here on Wednesday at 2 at my regular time, where I will have Spruce and Gussie Jenny with me. That should be a fun sale as well. So lots of people going to be hanging out. We're all making the rounds and hanging out with each other. So we can offer you guys hopefully a fun time here on YouTube. So one little update I'm going to give you before I start showing items to sell. I actually have already listed some of these on eBay this morning, but I wanted to show them to you in case you see them when you're out and about. I'm going to actually show a couple today to sell for less than what I have them listed on eBay, because I always try to give y'all a deal because y'all are like family. So, but it's these little Steiff pom-pom animals. If you see these out and about, I know they don't look like much. You don't know what they are. They just look like some little pom-pom animal, but they have the metal feet on them. If you see these little birds like this, pick them up. I had no idea. These are Steiff. So you can look them up, Steiff, and they call them, some people call them wool or woolly or woolen or pom-pom birds. But these are they range from like the early 30s all the way up through like, I think the 70s or 80s. But these with the metal feet are the older ones. And they can fetch a good penny on eBay. So make sure you're on the lookout for them. And they have all kinds of different birds. They're really cool looking. Like I have all different colors and everything else over here. So make sure you look those up. And like I said, I'm going to show a couple of them today in case anybody out here is a collector. I'm going to show them for less than what I am going to list them on eBay for. I love this one. Look at him. This little Drake duck. They call it a Drake duck. I would call it a mallard, but I guess that's wrong. But he's got that little pom-pom on his head. He cracks me up. They probably already do have my picture up, Thomas. But look how small they are. They're like 2.5 inches. They're so tiny, but they are adorable. And the way they put the legs in, they kind of tilt a little bit. So I guess you can put them however you want to. But again, if you see these out, make sure you grab them. I'm going to do a video about it soon. Since it's something I found out and I want to share it with you guys. I like to do that. I like to do informational videos. So I'm going to put that on there in case anybody out there that's outsourcing runs across these guys at an estate sale or even a thrift store. Because these are the unassuming kind of things that they would overlook at a thrift store probably. Most people, I don't think, would know what these were unless they had researched them. So these are the kind of items that you can find for a reasonable price at a thrift store or estate sale or whatever and make some money off of. I mean, they know about fairy lamps. They know about Fenton. They know about all that stuff. You're probably not going to find a great deal on any of those items, but those unassuming things like that, that's the things I look for. So make sure you have your eyes open for those as well. Hey, Jane, how are you today? I didn't get to finish your sale last night. I fell asleep, honey. So all of you that's doggone happy is Jane Newhouse. Sweet lady, make sure that you go over to her channel as well. She has some great items. We were trying to figure out one of the items that she had last night. And it was a wine decanter with, it's like this funnel thing that went in the top, looked kind of like a cup, and it had holes in the bottom of it. And we were trying to figure out what it was. And I said, that may be a wine decanter with like an aerator thing. I'm not a wine drinker, so I don't know. I was guesstimating. But somebody looked it up and they said, yeah, that's what it was. So I was like, yay, we figured it out. So that was fun. And then I started getting tired because I only sleep about, 3 hours a night if I'm lucky. So at that time of night, I'm starting to go, and passing out. But she had a nice sale last night with Dawn from Dawn's channel. So, actually, they were on Jane's channel, but Dawn was there. You got me. You know what I mean. Hey, Mary Dugan, how are you today, sweetheart? I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, I just put out a new video. Shut up, Thomas. There you go. I knew I was going to be on today, so that's why I hadn't said it to you yet. I did put out a new video yesterday about what I had found. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you go check that out afterwards and let me know what you thought of it. I've been doing a lot more of those, so you guys will have to let me know what kind of videos you like. I try to do the thrifting videos, like when I go into stores and stuff like that. I do it more at the flea market because people don't look at you when you're videoing someplace like that. So that's where I end up usually doing it. But inside the thrift store, sometimes people give you the stink eye. So I try to be very careful with that. So anyway, I'm going to get started. Hey, Pamela. Oh, no. I know notifications are horrible. And this platform has been a little crazy lately. So there's been a lot of weird stuff going on with the analytics and stuff. So I understand completely. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I know y'all don't want to sit here and listen to me talk for hours. And I don't need to sit and listen to myself talk for hours. So anyway, oh, I am, one more thing before I get started. I am going to have a few add-ons at the end, which is what I've been calling my shipping savers during this sale. So they are very reasonably priced items that you can add into your pre-existing box if you purchase something, and it's really not going to up your shipping anymore. So it's just kind of like little add-ons. And but you don't have to purchase something. You can buy the little things if you want to. But it's just an idea for little things that aren't very expensive that you can add in, and it doesn't affect your shipping. So I will be having those at the end of the sale, and it's just, like 5 or 6 items over there. So the first thing I'm actually going to show, I was going to show this. I'm going to show this first because I mentioned it in someone else's sale yesterday or the day before. We were talking about handcuffs. I don't know how we came up to talking about handcuffs. Oh, that's right. It was Jen Eads. She said egg cups, and 2 of us in the chat thought that she said handcuffs because we misunderstood her. So I was like, oh, so, and everybody's laughing. I was like, oh, so I shouldn't bring handcuffs to a live sale. Well, I've got handcuffs, but they're earrings. So they're on a card. I'll take them off in just a second, but I'm going to show you on the card. There are the long earrings, and they're the 2 parts. So you've got one cuff on the front, and then the second cuff is attached to the back of the earring. There are post earrings, but I thought they were so funny. I had to pick these up. They're just silver tone. They're not sterling. But isn't that cute?
Starting bid.
I'm sorry. Oh, starting bid. I'm sorry. I know. I'm bad. Okay. Starting bid. Let's do it for $5. Starting bid. So look how cute those are. So the backs have the chain that come down too that's got a cuff on it as well. And I'll take it off of. Hey, Lori. I'll take it off of the thing so you can see it a little bit better maybe. So it's just a post earring, as you see there. And you got one hanging from the front and then one hanging from the back. And so it makes like a little pair of handcuffs hanging from your ears. And look how long and dangly they are. And I see Lori in at 5. Thank you. Oops. There we go. Hey, Sue. So cute little silver tone handcuff earrings. They are nice length too. I'll give you a measurement, and then we're going to start calling it because you guys know I don't like to play around. I like to get through the stuff. They are 3.5 inches long. So they got some length on them. So 3.5 inches long for the handcuff earrings. And I'm going to start counting it down. Going once. Going twice. And let me get my sign ready. And we're going to say sold. Thanks, Lori. I will put you down for those. This is the only pen I could find that still worked in my house today. Isn't this ridiculous? Okay, set those to the side. And I'm going to do Chunky. I just got Chunky yesterday. Oh, thanks, Sue. Love you. So I got to show Chunky. I got him yesterday, but I fell in love with him. I'm going to start Chunky at $8. I named him. But it's my Chunky unicorn. And it's a wood, but it's a very light wood, whatever kind it is. I don't know what kind. And his horn is not broken, which is strange because normally those horns, you know, they get broken off and chipped and everything. But this one is not. And it's got this painted flower kind of wreath around its neck. It's got this gold mane and tail and hooves. It's still hooves when it's on a horse, right? I know on a cow it is. I'm not a horse expert. Or unicorn expert, I guess I should say. But I just thought it was so cute because it is so chunky. Normally when you see them, they're not, you know, this beefy looking. Hooves. Okay, thank you. Your horn is chipped. This one's actually not, which is surprising because I hardly ever find them when it doesn't have a chipped horn on things like that, or ear or something, you know. There's his big booty. It does stand up. It sure does. Let me get my notebook. Now, my notebook is not very sturdy, but see, my notebook's not very sturdy, and I still didn't break the horn. Here, I've got a sturdier one right here. Hold on. A little bit harder. That one's flimsy. There we go. So it does stand up. Cute little chunky thing. I'll give you some dimensions really quickly. And then we can move on. It is 5.5 inches long and it stands about 6 inches tall. I just thought it was super cute. I like chunky animals. I don't know what it is. There's just something about them. They make me happy. Thomas. I know I park wrong all the time. I nearly parked wrong yesterday, Thomas. I wasn't going to tell you. Okay, so we're going to start calling it down. If there's no other interest, we are going to start doing it to it. So going once, going twice, and it is sold. Thank you, Pamela. Let me set him over here. You sit over there, Chunky. You sit over there and behave, Chunky. I used to have a Shar-Pei. Oh my gosh. I love those. My Shar-Pei, it was a male, and I named him Rhett from Rhett Butler from Gone with the Wind. He was my guy. That's when I was in high school, and I had a guy come over to that liked me. I thought of him just as a friend, but he came to my house to see me, and my Shar-Pei was out there, and he saw him coming down through there, and he took off after him, like took off after him. The guy turned around and started trying to run up the hill to where he was parked, because our property was on like a hill. He started trying to run up the hill to where he had parked his car. My Shar-Pei Rhett called up to him, grabbed the back of his pants, and completely ripped from the pocket all the way down the leg. It was just like all you could see was boxer shorts and leg. It was fantastic. Anyway, he was very protective of me. I loved my Shar-Pei so much. Oh, it's your second one. Thomas, I've never had a unicorn. I don't know if you call it hooves or not. So next up, I am going to do these Japanese tea tins that I had picked up that I showed in one of my videos. They I got one that's larger than the other two, so I'm going to show you the largest one first. So this is the first one. And they're tin, but they're covered in like this paper. I guess it's like a rice paper kind of thing. But I think they're just lovely. The colors in them and everything.
Right.
So I'm sorry. So this one is going to start, let's start the largest one at, I'm trying to remember what I paid for them. Let's start it at $8 for the larger one. And I'll do the other ones a little bit cheaper for the smaller ones. This one's got the 10 handle that's inset. And I'm going to see if I can get it apart. You guys know my hands don't work like they're supposed to. So I have trouble gripping things. Okay, I did it. So it does show some wear and stuff on the inside of it, from age. But there's the inside of the lid. And I will never get the pattern matched back up again. I'm going to try. It'll be close enough, right? So let me give you measurements. It is about 6 1/4 inches tall. And it is about 5 inches wide for this 10. See, I didn't get it lined back up again. I told you guys I wouldn't. So there's that one. And like I said, it's some kind of paper. I don't know what kind. This they've decorated it with. But I love that. Hey, honey, how are you doing, Tippy? Wait. Tippy is your dog, right? Am I calling your dog's name? I apologize if I am. So these other two are going to be choice of starting at $6 because they are smaller ones. I'm doing well, feeling better. I keep getting this cold thing and whatever. So, like I said, these are a little bit smaller. This one with the parasols on it. Oh my gosh. I love these. And it's on a dark blue background. And it's got all those different colored little parasols on it. I know you're Christy. I was like, I knew your name, but I was like, wait, is it Winks is your puppy or Tippy is your puppy? I couldn't remember which way. I knew your name was Christy, but I could not remember if your dog was Tippy or Winks. That was the problem I was having. I had this whole conversation in my head by myself. So it's 6 inches tall. And again, it is 10. And it is covered in this lovely paper, decorative paper. So this is the first one. The second one has got this nice cinnamon kind of colored or cinnabar colored. Winky is the cat. That's where it comes from. I never knew that, Christy. I'm so out of the loop. Thank you for explaining that to me. I'll remember that now. It's kind of a cinnabar color background, which is really pretty. And it's got these butterflies and floral on there. And again, these are, T10s. See, this one's got the little lid thing on the inside. It's got this little metal lid that goes on that. And then the other lid goes on top of it. I thought these would be good for decorative purposes. Yeah, I didn't know that either, Tammy Renee. Oh, I don't think I've seen him, Christy. I'm going to have to go back and look at your Instagram because I don't think I've seen him. I've seen Tippy for sure. That's the cutest little dog. But I don't think I've seen Winky. Maybe I have. I don't know. My brain doesn't work. So anyway, I don't see anybody interested in those. So we're going to pass on those and we'll go on to something else. So let's do a piece of jewelry really quick. I love Persians. I think they're precious. I used to have a Persian mix. It's a Himalayan and something else. His name was Pumpkin because it stuck its head. I got it. It was a baby, or it was, it was a kitten, kind of small at Halloween time. And we had our jack-o'-lantern sitting out there, and it stuck its head in this little tiny jack-o'-lantern and got it caught in there I don't know why it decided to stick its head in a jack-o'-lantern, but it did. And so I hadn't named it yet, and so it ended up being named Pumpkin because of that. Hey, Vicky. Oh, great, Christy. Thank you. Everybody check out Christy's Instagram so you can see her kitty. Okay, so I don't know who made this. It's going to start at, let's start at 8. So $8 start. This is a vintage brooch. I know it's vintage, but it's pine cones. I don't hardly ever find pine cones, and I found 2 brooches with pine cones this week. Crazy, I know, but it is silver tone, and it's got the 2 pine cones on there. But look at all those. I mean, it's individual pieces. Isn't that cute? Here is the back of it. It's got a long bar pin on it. But I just like that, they're somewhat reticulated. I don't think they're supposed to move that much necessarily, but I just thought it was cool because that's the way they put them together. And it's a pretty good size piece. Like, it is not a small one. Let's see. Let me give you a dimension on it here. It is 3.5 inches wide. So 3.5 inches wide for the silver tone. And the leaves are kind of textured. And then these are shiny. Pine cone brooch, which is really kind of cool. Like if you wore this on a black sweater or something, it would just pop on there. Or for fall, if you had like a rust colored sweater or something like that and put that on there, it would be so cute for fall. Or you could craft with it, whatever you want to do. But it's just, cute little tiny pine cones. So I'll leave that up there for 1 second for you to look at, and I will find something else to show you. Look, it's going to focus finally. Hey, Angela, how are you today? We keep seeing each other in chats for like 2 seconds, but we got to get together sometime. I just don't ever get to talk to you, doesn't seem like. That goes in the back of you. Yeah, he said hi, Thomas. I just forgot to tell you. All right, so we're going to count it down if no one else is interested. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Angela. Thanks, Angela. You're about to leave for work. Oh, no. Ew, Angela, I thought I told you to quit already. You're not listening? You need to quit, girl. Okay, so I'm going to do one more brooch this round, and then I will find some other stuff. So this one is actually, it's a cameo style, and it is celluloid on a wood back, which I think is really pretty. So this part is celluloid. It's a floral. See if it's going to focus. And then this part right here, like the frame part of it, what they used as the frame is actually wood. And here is the back of it. Whoop. And the starting price on this one, we'll go ahead and do $8 again. Make it easy on Tammy. $8. And I'll give you a size on this one as well. It is 2 inches tall and about 1.25 inches wide. Where is there's my brooch clip. I forgot it. That'll make it easier on me. Let's do that. There we go. I love my brooch clip. Look at that cute little puppy. All right. No, Not going to do it. All right, that's fine. Just stop then, I guess. That's not going to work. Oh, good, Christy. Thank you. There. Now you can see it. Just a cute little brooch. Again, it would be nice for fall because of the color, because that green with that celluloid on there. It's not going to show up against this shirt too well because it's just too busy. But anyway, if there's no interest in this one, we're going to say pass and we will move on to the next thing. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. Okay. So I got some precious little kittens to show you guys. And I'm going to sell them individually. And you can decide if you want any of them or all of them. Where are my glasses? See? I've already lost my glasses again, y'all. I told you I'm horrible. I can't keep up with nothing. Oh, they're behind the unicorn. Pamela's unicorn was hiding my glasses. So we'll show this guy first. And these are Japan. I forgot who the maker is. Senior moment. Anyway. You're babysitting dogs. Hey, Anna. So this is the first one. Oh, these are going to start. I'm going to do choice on them starting at $10. $10 choice. So the first one you have the choice of is this one. Oh my God. I love these cats so much. Got a butterfly on his nose. That's just a zhuzh that needs to be cleaned off. Look at those faces. He's got little blue on his eyes with the little lashes and a little butterfly on his nose. So that's the first one. Give you an idea of size. And they do have a foil sticker that says Japan, and they are numbered on the bottom. The second one that you have a choice of is this guy right here. His butterfly's on his tail. Look at that. Even the butterfly's got a little face. He's looking a little worried about the butterfly back there. He's like, well what are you doing? There's his little fluffy rear end. There's his foil sticker and number on the bottom. So there's that one. And then the last one you have choice of, which it has a little bit of damage. It's been repaired on the butterfly, but it's still adorable, is this guy. He's laying on his side, and he's got the butterfly. See where somebody glued the butterfly's wing back on right there? The butterfly's on his back right there. Thanks, Christy. There is the base with the foil sticker. He looks a little scared. Look at him. He's like, oh, what are you doing back there? Are you going to bite me? He's got his little lashes. So let me give you measurements on these. The ones that are standing up are right at about 3.5 inches long and about 3 3/4 inches tall. And the one that's laying down is about 4¼ inches long because his tail's laying out there, and about 2¼ inches tall. They are adorable. They are vintage kitty cats. So sweet. And there's a little bit of gray on their fur right there too. I didn't show you that. So it's not just white. It's got like shadowing and stuff on it too, and on their ears. But if there's nobody interested in these, we can move it along and go on to the next thing. So we'll say pass on those. I can bring it back another time. Be careful, Angela. No, that is not witch hazel, is it, Thomas? Oh, let me try to reach this. Okay. So next up, I have this vintage. It is an inkwell. It is this nice green glass. It reminds me of L.E. Smith, but I'm not sure exactly who made this. It is green. I know it's kind of showing up really dark on here, but it's like an emerald green. Let me put some paper behind it. Maybe that'll help. And it is going to start at $10. It's still showing dark, isn't it? But it's going to start at $10. That's a little better. And it's got this, the top of the inkwell, and it's hinged. It just pops up like that. I gotta get my notebook back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so this is four inches across and about 3 inches tall, to the best of my ability. Thanks, Lydia. Yeah, I liked it when I saw it. I was like, that is really cool. You guys know I haven't like this affinity for inkwells and stuff anyway, but I just thought that was really cool. And I see Jane in at 10. Thanks, Jane. And it is, whoever does get, Jade, if you get it, whoever does get, you'll see when you get there, it is a true emerald green. It's not quite as dark as what it's showing up. I've got too much front-facing light coming in, and so it's showing darker. But it is an emerald green glass. So I'm going to start calling it if there is no one else interested besides Jane. So going once, going twice, and it is sold. Thanks, Jane. Congratulations. I love that piece. I really do. All right, let's see what else you guys might like to see today. Okay, I had this guy before, and he's got a few little, he's like missing paint. He's got a few little flea bites on his top there, but he is a little pixie on what are these things called? Mushrooms. See here where he's got little flea bites right there. They're not real deep. It's really like missing glaze, but I want to point those out to you. So he is a single shaker. As you see, and he's sitting on a mushroom. But I know, you know, like I use single shakers for, oh, I know, I'm coming. Sorry. Price. My voice over me is reminding me. Thank you. So let's start him at $8. And he is a vintage pixie. Cute little eyelashes. I'll bet, like I said, I use single shakers for, in displays and stuff like that anyway, because I rescue these things. I don't want them to go to landfills. I know Angela, she's keeping me in check, isn't she? I need that though, so I appreciate it. So cute little guy. Great if you've already got some pixies to set with those. If you got a bunch of mushrooms, or if you're doing like this whole fairy thing. He's got those cute little eyelashes and the pointy ears. And let me give you a measurement on him. And the little pointy hat. Look at the little pointy hat. So he is 4 inches tall. He is 4 inches tall. And I see Jane in for him. Look at his face. He kind of reminds me, is it Snap, Crackle, or Pop off the Rice Krispies? That's what his face reminds me of. Which one's got the dark hair like that? Y'all update me. I don't remember. So if there's no other interest, again, we're going to start calling it down because I don't play around. Going once, going twice. And we're going to call it sold for Jane. Thank you so much, Jane. I will put it right over here, right next to your inkwell. It looks cute next to the inkwell, the greens together. Speaking of Snap, Crackle, and Pop, let me grab this really quick. So I got these vintage toys, or boxes and toys, and you know what I mean. So it was in my video. I think that's all of them. So I'm going to be selling these for $2 a piece. I'm doing a flat price on them because I want to just move them. Okay. So $2 a piece, flat price. And we're just going to do it that way. So first up, this is going to be letter A. If you want this one for $2, it is a vintage Kellogg's Rice Krispie miniature. It does show some boxing and age on it, as you see. Who was that one? That's Crackle. So that is Crackle. So that will be letter A if you want that one. I only have one of these. Some of the other ones I have multiples of. I only have one of these. So again, this is great for your little displays for your kitchen, or if you have a toy kitchen kind of thing going on, it's great for those. These are vintage. These are old. So that's letter A. Flat price $2. That's what all these are going to be. Letter B is going to be, hey, PA. Letter B is going to be these vintage Domino sugar boxes. Miniatures. Granulated sugar. So it's essentially what their big boxes look like. They just made these cute little miniatures for their kitchens. So that will be letter B. And I have 3 of those available. And then letter C is going to be cornflakes. The old cornflakes. Look, it's even got the ingredients. Are delicious with cream or milk, and a special treat with berries, sliced peaches, or bananas. And that's the old cornflakes. It's got the rooster on the box. Oh, are delicious as a breakfast cereal or a light lunch, especially valuable for the children's supper. Okay, I don't know about that, but if they say so. So I have 4 of these available. It'd be letter C if you want any of those. And I see Tammy Renee. You can let me know which ones are you on A, B, and C. And you can let me know how many you want of each one of those. If you want one or whatever. Yeah, I think they're really cute. I like the little miniature stuff like that. I think it's fun. Okay. One of each. Okay, so I do have some of those left over. I'll do a fast recap at the end if anybody missed those or if you just want to think about them. And we will come back to them later. Hey, Linda, how are you feeling? Is your mouth better? All right, so I've got this little guy here. He's not marked except for Japan. So I don't know who made him. He reminds me of Capodimonte, but he's not marked. So good for Valentine's Day, which is coming up, as we all know. And let's go ahead and start him. Let's start him at $6. I am too, Angela. What time is yours? Let's go ahead and start him at $6. And he's this precious little angel baby. And he's sitting on this, I don't know what, I guess, I thought it was a log at first, but I guess he's sitting on this little hill. I don't know. He's got a book there, and he's got like this, I guess that's supposed to be like a wand or something. I don't know what he has in his hand. But he's got these cute little angel wings. He doesn't have any damage. Oh, are you really? That's cool. $7. Okay, yeah, mine is at $3. So I should be done by then. So pretty little angel baby. Like I said, good for Valentine's Day. He's got all the right colors. It'd be cute to sit in a display somewhere with your Valentine's stuff. And he's just marked Japan on the bottom. So I don't, like I said, I don't know who made him. But really pretty romantic looking little cherub. And I see Anna in at 6. So I'm going to start counting it down. So going once, going twice, and we're going to say sold for Anna. Thank you so much, honey, and I'll put you down for that, and I will set him over here for safekeeping for you. Okay. Y'all make sure you stick around because I'm going to do my shipping savers in a few minutes. I don't want you to miss out on those. All right, let's see. What should we show now? I don't have like any really, really expensive stuff today. Most of my stuff is like really reasonable. I'm going to do this because with Easter, that too, but with Valentine's Day coming up, I figured somebody could use this. This is vintage, well, I call it bric-a-brac. For you crafters out there, it is really pretty. I don't even know how much is on this roll. It's like probably 3/4 of the roll still left. Bye, Angela. But it's this like rose shape. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of a rose shape. And there's just tons of it on here. This is a vintage roll. They're just full of this stuff. But I just thought for somebody that crafts or sews or whatever, this pink is great. For Valentine's, you've got Easter coming up. You have all this spring stuff coming up. Then I thought somebody could use this. It was Harvey Edwards Corporation. It was 36 yards. And like I said, it looks like about at least 3/4 of it is left. So there's quite a bit on there. So I'm going to start, let's start this at $8. $8 start. And it is vintage sewing. Like I said, bric-a-brac, whatever you, or not bric-a-brac, but what did my grandmother call it? Rick-rack, I guess. Rick-rack, is that what you call it? Really nice stuff. It feels like, oh, okay, Thomas. Take care of your leg, honey, your knee, okay? I'll see you later, bestie. It feels almost like silk, you know. It's really finely made anyway. But I thought it'd be good for the crafters out there that could use this. It is a true pink. You could put it around lampshades, on curtains, hot glue it on whatever you want to. It is really pretty. And to go along with that, I'm going to lot these together. Any more angels? I don't think I have any more today. But if you like angels, I've got some I'll pull out for next time. It's like little roses. So I'm going to put this with it. And this is a piece that somebody hand crocheted that they'd already started. And I don't know if they were going to use it for a pillow or what, but they've already started this. And I had it as well. Since it's pink, I decided to put them together, just kind of lot them together. For crafters, you could do all kinds of stuff with this. Make a headband out of it. That would be a cute headband. Now that I'm looking at it, look at that. Anyway, I'm just going to give you an estimation. It's a little over 2 yards long instead of measuring it. But again, you put it on a pillow, on a lampshade. You could tie it around a gift at Valentine's. You could do all kinds of stuff with it. Make a little Valentine's tree and use it for like a garland. Hang it up and use those little mini clothespins and hang your little Valentines off of it. All kinds of stuff you do. Oh, you could use it as one of those shelf facings. You know how people put the stuff on the shelf that hangs over the front of it? That would be cute too. Okay, anyway, I don't see anybody interested. I'll sit here and talk about it for all day. So if there is no interest in that, we will move on. So pass on that and we will move it on. Move it on. What is this? I forgot what this even is. And Uncle Sly Boots. I couldn't remember his name. So this is Uncle Sly Boots. It is this fox. This is like a resin. It's this fox. He's inside this log, which is kind of cool. Great for fall. Look at his little tongue sticking out. Ha! So we're going to start him $8. He's got his foil sticker under there. Let me tell you what it says. 406-93 Uncle Sly Boots, 1993 Emerson House. Hey, Jeannie. Look, there's mushrooms in the fall leaves. He would be good for licking stamps. He's a little dusty. He just needs a bath. He'll be all right. He doesn't have any damage. He's just dusty. Hey, Pamela, I think you're at 8. I think. Look at that tongue. He's like, nah. Let's give Pamela a second to answer. I'll give you some dimensions while that's going on. He is about 7.5 inches long, and he's 3.5 inches tall. So I'm going to start calling it. There's no other interest. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Pamela. Mr. Slyboots is coming on over there with Chunky. Chunky and Slyboots are going to be friends. Thank you, Pamela. Chunky and Slyboots. Sounds like a movie title. The Adventures of Chunky and Slyboots. All right. Let's do some add-ons. And I come back and do some more stuff after that if you want me to. But let's do some add-ons real quick for people that have purchased already. Because they're just fun little things, you know, just different kind of things. So, these are going to be $2 choice of. It's going to be flat price, $2 choice of. And these are, let me see if I can read it. So you have your choice of this little bird. This is a 4-inch nuthatch. It is new old stock in the package. I don't want to take it out of the package to show you. I know it's getting a glare. But I don't want to take it out of the package because it is new. There we go. Can you see that? So it is a nuthatch. It's got real feathers on it. So this is going to be letter A if you want the nuthatch for $2. The other bird I have is a chickadee. My little chickadee. And it doesn't have the size on that one. Where'd my ruler go? They said that one was 4 inches. So this one's 6 inches. It's a little bit longer. So the chickadee is 6 inches. And it's got like this burgundy head and these pink feathers for the body and then lighter pink underneath here. And then a kind of a, ooh, those tail feathers. Shake your tail feathers. Those are nice. So that would be A if you want the nuthatch. I'm trying to cover up the sun so you can see it. For the nuthatch, or B for the My Little Chickadee. So that's those. I'll put those over there. And Tammy Renee, you want the chickadee? My Little Chickadee. I got you for that one. Thank you. So my next add-on, this one's kind of goofy, but I love it because I'm kind of a nerd. I am. I'm a self-proclaimed nerd. So this is an old Radio Shack calculator. But I love it because it's in this little case, okay? And you open up the case, and the keyboard is here, and then the calculator part's up here, and it's solar. It still works after all this time. Look at that. Can you see it? So let's do, give me a number. Give me a number to put in to test it out. What's a good number I can test it out with? Give me a math problem. Nothing too hard. Don't do like algebra or something. You know I can't do that. But you know, like simple addition. Give me something I can check out. Let's make sure it's still working. It's got square root percentage. Anyway, this is going to be a $2 add-on as well. It'll be letter C if anybody wants it. Letter C. I just thought it was funny because, you know, I like old geeky stuff like this. 59 times 7. Okay. Do you know the answer? Well, if I could see. 59 times 7. 413. Is that the right answer? I figured somebody was going to have me like spell out 8008 on there. I think that's the right answer. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. Let's see here. Remember when we used to do that on the calculator? Oh, I'm not going to be able to show you that way. But you spelled it, yeah. Remember when we used to do 8008 to spell out B-O-O-B? So I was right. Okay, good. Anyway, it's a $2 flat price, letter C. I just think it's fun. And I had a bunch of zeros. I think it's fun. I'll turn it off. And I think it's interesting that it still works. It's the EC416. I don't know if there's any value there, but I just like it. So that'll be letter C if anybody wants that. And then letter D is this right here. This is going to be $4 if anybody wants it, letter D. And these could come in very handy. These are Smart Fit buttons. They're new in the package, new old stock. But these are buttons like if you need to let your pants out a little bit, like you ate a little too much Thanksgiving, you can put these in and give yourself a little more space in your waistband. Or if you popped a button on your pants or your jeans or whatever, you can use these to replace them. Hey, Trisha. So they're Smart Fit buttons. It's just like a pin thing that goes through the back, and then you put the button thing on the top, and it keeps your pants from hanging open. So you don't get embarrassed. But there's 4 sets in there. It'll be $4 if anyone's interesting. If anyone is interested, flat rate $4. And these could come in handy. Have you ever been somewhere and your pants button just popped right off? If you had one of these in your purse, one of these sets in your purse, you could fix it. And you wouldn't be losing your britches. We don't need to lose our pants out in public. All right. So I want to put that down. If anybody decides they want it, I will put you down for it. And then one of my last add-ons, I want to say this is Otagiri or Otagiri, however you say it. I don't know that though. It reminds me of that. There's this nice little stoneware dish, and it's got these pretty blue mushrooms on it. This is going to be a flat $2, letter E if anybody wants it. Letter E, $2. Hey, Nate. How are you today, love? I love that stoneware stuff. And look at all the crazing in there. And I see Lori for that. Thanks, Lori. I'll put you down for the mushroom plate or dish, whatever you call it. You're fabulous. He's fabulous. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're fabulous. All right. I'm going to do these next. So back to our regularly scheduled program. I have this. I just have 2 of these, but these are mid-century and yum. So it's these 2 small glasses. They're in that nice mid-century pink color, the early mid-century pink color, and they've got that gold like splatter all around. I have 2 of them. These are going to start at $8 for the pair. You see they're clear on the bottom, and they come up to this pink shade, this light blush pink with the gold. I love the gold. So these would be fun. Like if you do mid-century, like 50s, you know, the age in your kitchen, and you have the pink and everything, these would be so cute sitting there in your windowsill, and you could just put a few flowers coming out of them or just have them sitting there. You could use them as a little utensil holder on your table to put spoons or forks or whatever in. They're just so cute. They just y'all know how I am about mid-century anyway. So that's all these. I had to pick them up. They are like a juice glass. Well, a little bit larger than juice. This is a big old shot glass size is what this is. They are 3 3/4 inches tall and 2 1/4 inches wide. Big shot glass. And they are beautiful. Beautissimus. Look at that gold. Makes my mouth water. Thanks, Nate. I'm plain. You know how I am. Hey, Kelly. I don't, I love the nails. I have all the rhinestones and stuff on them. But you guys know all this, I'm vintage digs for a reason. I'm digging through stuff all the time. I'd be popping rhinestones. It would be crazy. It'd be looking like a freaking RuPaul show up in there with the rhinestones that'd be going everywhere. So I try to keep it simple. So I see Miss Tammy Renee in at 8. So we're going to start calling it. Okay, if no one else is interested. Going once. Going 2 times. And we're going to call it Sold to Tammy Renee. Thank you, Tammy. I'm going to put you down for those, and those are going to be beautiful in your house. It's pink. How you doing, Kelly? Oh, that coffee is so good today. It's one of those days that I just need coffee. Okay. You know what I'm going to show now? I'll show this. I got like this whole romantical thing going on. I don't know what it is. I guess because Valentine's Day is so close by. So this is, oh my gosh, who made this? I don't even remember. Y'all know. Y'all know my brain. Ardalt, Japan. That's all right. Let me look it over really quick. I don't think it's got any chips on it, but I want to make sure. Nope, don't see any. So this is going to start at 12. It is an Ardalt porcelain night light. It's like, looks like, you know, it's kind of that Capodamonte style with the flowers in this little basket. It's got like kind of this clamshell kind of look to the top of it. It's got little flowers up on top. It does work. Yeah, it's like, this is a regular size mug. I'm just a mini person. It does work. I have plugged it in. I have tested it. It works perfectly. I don't have my extension cord right here. My dog laid on my extension cord and I unplugged it before the sale, and I didn't realize till just now. But it does have the cord, the old vintage cord on it, but it's got the button that you can turn it off with at the transition on the cord, or whatever you call those. So it's got the little safety button on there. The original cord, it does work. It works perfectly. It's got a bulb in there. I replaced the bulb to make sure it worked. So it is good. It is beautissimus. So that would be so cute in your bedroom or even in your bathroom if you just need a little night light in your bathroom to help you see how to get in there. Y'all know how it is in the middle of the night as you're stumbling in there trying to find your way. And you're knocking Charmin rolls off and everything else. At least that's what I'm doing. I have a little night light that I keep in my kitchen, so I don't have to turn the light on. It's on my counter in my kitchen. So when I need to get up in the middle of the night and go grab a glass of water or something, my little, it's just enough little light to help you get in there. So it's nice to have a little decorative piece that's not just a light. So that's why I like that. And I see Anna at 16. So we're going to start calling it. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Anna. Thank you so much. And Pamela, thank you for your interest as well. It is beautiful. And Anna, look. Look how well they go together. I know you probably already knew that, but I wanted to show you because it is really cute together. So thank you. Thank you. Write it down because you know I'll forget it. You know I'll forget stuff because my brain don't work half the time. That's okay. I'm going to show you this. If nobody wants it, it's okay. I got it on eBay, but I want to show it to you anyway because it's just so kitschy delicious. Kitschy-licious. So this is a Rubens planter, and it is the Ferris wheel. It's got the little Raggedy Ann and little Raggedy Andy. Look at that little lamb and that little elephant. And it's got a little girl and a little boy. This is the blue Ferris wheel with the pink on the front. It is in really good condition, very clean. I washed it out to make sure. It's got some sticker residue right there, but that'll come off. I got all the dirt out the inside of it. It's got ice cream cones and candy and all kinds of fun stuff on the back, and it is musical. So this one I did have to pay up for a little bit because I fell in love with it at the store. This one's going to start at $35. I'm going to wind it up a little bit so you can hear it. I don't want to wind it too much because I don't want it going off forever. So you wind it, and then you pull that out for it to play. And you can turn it off. There's the ribbon sticker. There is where they imprint the ribbons right there on the bottom. 3236. So it's a nice piece. I'll give you a measurement on it. It's right under 8 inches tall and 6.5 or 6.25 inches wide. So it's missing. There's no damage to the actual piece. It's missing a little cold paint, as you see on Andy's hair. And is she missing some? A tiny, tiny bit on her hair she's missing. But the rest of it's in really, really good shape. That lamb, though, I think the lamb is what got me. Look at that lamb. So cute. The elephant didn't help. I mean, look at him. I mean, Raggedy and Andy, they're cute and everything, but I like the animals. So if there's no interest, it's fine. We'll pass on it. But I wanted to share it with you guys because it is so adorable. I just thought it was so, so cute. And then when I found out it was ribbons, I was like, oh, I like it even more because they made really quality pieces. So we'll say pass on that. We'll set it to the side. There's always playback and all that if anybody decides differently. No biggie. So we're going to move on to the, I'm going to call it Mexican pottery because I always do. And I forgot the guy's name. Mateos, which there's a lot of pottery out there that he did. This is the quail. There's a signature with Mexico right there. Beautiful piece. This is one of the large ones. This one's going to start at 18. But look at the colors on them. So pretty. I'll give you measurements on him. You can see he's pretty large, but I want to give you some measurements. He's 10 inches long, thereabouts, and he is 4 inches wide, and he is 7 inches tall. Beautiful piece in really, really exquisite condition. I love the colors on it, that brown and that blue together, that little bit of green, really nice. And you can see some of the paint is raised on there. And this one is like, this part's not glazed. It's hollow, can you tell? Hello, hello. This part is not glazed, but all the colored parts are high glaze, high gloss. You see that? I love it when they do that. When they put the gloss on the glazed parts, then leave the rest of it kind of the rough. Oh, look at the polka dots under his chin. I didn't even notice that till just now. I see Lori in at 18. If there's no other interest, we're going to start calling it down for you. So going once, going twice, and sold to Lori. Thank you so much, Lori. I will put that down for you. I love him. I think he's great. And I love the size of him because, you know, they have the quails that are like those little tiny ones. This guy's, he's a big boy. All right, I'm going to set him down over here on the floor so I don't knock him off and break him. All right. Let's do these Valentines really quick because I need to get these up and out of here or we're not going to have time, are we? So I showed them these the other day. I'm going to do them super cheap because I need to get rid of stuff. So I'm going to do them for $2 a piece, which is what I paid for them. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? These are going to be flat price, $2 each. I'm going to give you letters, and we're going to go from there. First one is the little guy with the male hat and the little cart with the heart in it. Let's see if he's got a date on him. I know these were early 1900s, but some of them were not ever sent, so they don't have dates on them. It just says printed in the U.S., so no. They wrote on the back of it, but they didn't send it. And I guess when they bought it, it was 50 cents. I don't know. But anyway, this is going to be letter A. Look at him sweating it. That's letter A for that one. Letter B is going to be the birds. B for birds. Letter C is going to be this one. That's letter C. Letter D is this poor little guy. Letter E is this one. Oh, there we go. And then letter F, which is probably my favorite one. Hey, Apple. Letter F, which is probably my favorite one. It's not as old as the rest of these. This one looks like it's the 60s, so of course I like it. You ready for it? Let's do our thing together. It's like a crafted toilet paper roll. Look at that. So that's letter F. Cracking me up. Too funny. Anyway, that's all of those. And I got letter A. I got you down for that one, baby. I will write you down. Thank you. So let me put it over here with the sold ones. Anybody want any of the rest of them? I'll go through it one more time. This is letter B with the birds and the Valentine's hearts at the bottom. Letter C was the car one, which this is supposed to be like a stand-up one. I just didn't fold it out. It's got, that looks like it got ripped right there. You have to tape it back together, but it stands up. So that's letter C. Letter D is the little boy that's all distraught with his puppy. And letter B, C, D. Letter E is the couple outside of the car. And then letter F. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. A, B, C. So Laura, you wanted this one, honey. I got you for that one. You can correct me if I am wrong. Okay, cool. All right. So I'll put these other ones to the side. If anybody decides they want one of those. Oh, Tammy Renee, you want this one? I love it. I love it. You just got to have a sick sense of humor like me to just enjoy things like that, don't you? But it's funny. If we don't laugh at ourselves, you know, everybody else is laughing at us. We might as well laugh at ourselves too, right? Okay, let's do these next. These, I'm going to sell these as just sets. I'm going to have 3 sets. And it's going to be, I'm going to do it flat price. Just make it easy on myself. So we're going to do it at $3 a set. Any what ones? I can't tell what that says. My eyes are like apple. Oh, pineapple. I don't have any pineapple ones. I wish I did, though. I really do. Next year for Valentine's Day, I'm going to make pineapple Valentines. I am. I swear. So these are vintage mid-century chopsticks. I know you're like, why chopsticks? Because they're amazing. That's why. So it's got this beautiful wood handle, as you see there. But at the end, it's got these metal caps on them. There we go. Now, I can't use chopsticks, so y'all don't make fun of me. I'm going to try. So, but the reason I like them, not just because they're mid-century, although that had a big part to do with it. I like them because when I put my hair up in a bun, sometimes I'll cross them and put them in my hair like that, like vintage chopsticks. That's what I do with them. You can craft with them. You can do all kinds of stuff. All those chopstick stands y'all been buying and didn't know what to do with, you put the chopsticks on them. You can decorate them. You can do whatever you want to do with them. Decorate with them, not decorate them. I guess you could decorate them too. But I love these vintage chopsticks. The wood. There's just something about wood. I say as I'm doing this, look at this. But they are beautiful. And I see apple. Do you want 1, 2, or 3 sets, honey? I've got 3 all together. You let me know. One set. Okay, so I have 2 left. If anybody wants, they're $3 a piece. Thanks, Apple. So I still have 2 more sets of them if anybody wants. They are really fun in your hair, though. Like if you do just like that little messy bun kind of thing and you just poke them down in there, it looks so cute. All right, so I'm going to set those aside. If anybody else decides they want a set, you let me know. I got 2 sets left. Or you could actually use them as chopsticks. I'm just not good at it. I'm better at, putting them in my hair than putting food in them. I can't do all that. That takes too much coordination for me. Okay. So let's do these really quick. Give everybody a break from all that bigger stuff. Let me see if I can get this off. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So again, for a V-Day, I have this brooch. I know it's got a maker on it, but I cannot see it. My eyes are so bad. I got an eye appointment tomorrow. Tammy Renee, you at 1? I got you, sweetheart. Thank you. I have an eye appointment tomorrow, y'all. So maybe by tomorrow night's sale, I'll be able to see. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Yeah, there is a maker in here, and I wish I could see it to tell you who made it. But I can't. So anyway, it's this brooch. And it's got an enameled heart with the arrow through it. See that? It's kind of a bow shape. It does have a maker. I can't see it. I would love to tell you who the maker is, but I just can't. It's a pretty good size. So we're going to start this one. You know what? Let's start at $8. $8 start. It's 3 inches wide. $8 start for this guy. It's got a little rhinestone right there in the tip of the arrow. Can you see that? And that's kind of guilloche looking. I mean, it's enameled, but it's kind of that guilloche style. There is the back of it. It's marked inside there. Can you see it? No, it's not going to focus, is it? I thought for a second. And the great part about this, you see how it's got like the clasp on it right there? That the heart is hanging out. Oh, wait. Can we see it now? Can we see it? Can we see it? What's that say? I still can't read it. Well, it's got the little clasp on it right there. That's because you unclasp it. You take this little heart off. And I also have a pumpkin for Halloween that can go on it. So you get 2 holidays out of it. You get Valentine's Day and you get Halloween. So that's that one. If there's no interest, we're going to pass on it and move on. I don't like to hang out all the time on these. Okay, so I have, this one's going to have to start a little bit higher because it is a hand-painted brooch. Let's start this one. This one's going to have to start at 12. So this is one of those porcelain, where'd my brooch clip go? This is one of those porcelain, hand-painted porcelain ones. There we go. There we go. So this one's going to start at 12. And it is all hand-painted, really beautiful. It's got the roses. I don't know what the blue flowers are. Hyacinths, maybe? Who knows? It's got a prong setting on that in the center. There is the back of it. It's your regular standard safety clasp for a brooch. And it's got the rope, kind of the twisted rope style trim that goes around it, that frames it. And it's a good size. It's not one of the tiny ones. It is actually 1.25 inches wide and 2 inches long. So it is a really nice piece. These have started becoming very collectible now. Again, I guess I'm sticking with my little romantical thing. I don't know. Something about this time of year with flowers and candy and all the happy cherubs. And I'm single. So I got to give myself all that stuff. I'm going to have to go buy myself my own candy and flowers and whatever else. Just like I said the other night in the chat, at least if I'm buying my own candy, I know I'll get the kind that I want. So it's not all so bad, right? Okay, so if there's no interest in that, we're going to pass on that one as well. We'll move on. No issue, no problem, no hurt feelings. Let's keep going, guys. So next up, this may look familiar to someone here. This was a donation for me from Miss Tammy Renee and Miss Linda. Hopefully you're resting some. So this is a little trinket box, a little frog trinket box. It is like a porcelain kind of material. There's the inside of it. It's got the little metal ring that goes around it. It is hinged. He's sitting on a little lily pad. Let's start him at $8. Let's give him a measure really quick. Well, I'm trying to. He's about 2 3/4 inches tall. It's hard to measure things that have a butt because you can't. You can't get around it. So cute little frog. No damage to him at all. Look at him. He is relaxing. He is posing. He's got his little froggy feet crossed. He is laid back. He's sitting there with a look on his face like, hey, baby. He's my sexy frog. How you doing? He's so cute. Again, there's the inside. Good condition. Yeah, look at that. I'll be picking something else up. We're going to do like, let's do, how long have we been on? We've been on for nearly 2 hours. So I'm going to do like a couple more items and then I'm going to do a fast recap. Because I know Trish and them are coming on again in just a little while. So if there's no interest in Mr. Froggy, I'll set him down. And we're going to do a couple more things really, really fast. And then we are going to let you guys skedaddle so you can get over to that other one as well. So I have a couple of pieces. I'm going to do all this white glass like super fast. Okay, first up, I have this super old piece of milk glass here. It is an egg cup. It does have a lot of, they call it ring of fire. You can see a lot of light through this whole thing. So it's like a little swan holding an egg cup. So you can see right there. See through it? All of that is, you can see through. See my finger back there? This is an old piece of milk. So let's do this one. Let's do this for $8. Very old piece of glass. $8, and we're only going to do it for a few seconds because I got a couple other things to get to. So if you like it, if you want to get in there real fast because I'm about to move on to the next thing. See how you can see through that? Isn't that amazing? About this big. Lots of texturing there. Okay, we're moving on. I told you I'm going fast. Next up, that needs a washing too. It's got some kind of sticker residue on it. Next up is this, the hand. See that residue right there? It's got to be washed off. That's just some sticker residue. I'll get that cleaned off. It's a little hand dish. This was an Avon piece. It's like dogwood or cherry blossoms down there on the bottom. It is milk glass. There's the Avon on the bottom of it. So I'll do this for $6. $6. If anybody wants that. I'm just going to do a flat $6 on it because I got to move. I got too many things to do here. Flat $6 on it. If anybody wants the Avon hand, let me know. And then my last piece of milk glass today is going to be this Hen on Nest. And I'm going to do a flat price of $12 on this one. I'm not even going to auction or do bids. It's just going to be a flat $12 on this piece. Hey, Georgia, how are you doing, honey? Flat 12 bucks. Hen and Nest, milk glass. Get her done. This has got the open tail design, as we all know. And I see Kelly in for that one. I got you, Kelly. Thank you so much, honey. Yeah, I'm getting it done. We flying. We are flying today. Oh, I got this one other piece. This is milk glass. The Hurricane is milk glass, but it's the little lamp. This is porcelain with the rose on it. Again, it needs a good bath. It's been sitting there for a while, looks like. I forgot who made it, but it's got the little wick thing on it there. I don't think it's got a wick in it. It doesn't. It doesn't have a wick in it, but it turns if you do have a wick. This, like I said, is milk glass, the shade. So this is good. Let's do a flat price on this one too. Me too, Georgia. I'm glad you're here, honey. I'm glad all of you are here. Thank you so much. I know. I go fast, PA. We ain't freaking playing around. We going through it. So I'm going to do a flat price on this one as well. We are going to do $8. That's a deal. $8 for the little Aladdin lamp, if anybody wants that. I call it Aladdin lamp. You know what is it? You know what it is. You know what we do. Hey, Martha, how are you doing, honey? I mean, Tammy, I'm sorry. Are you done already? I thought you were doing a sale right now. Pamela, I gotcha. Thank you. Nothing came out, PA. I feel cheated, don't you? Come on, baby. Give Mama her wish. Come on. You can do it. Let's go. No? Okay. It was a flat price. I was just doing flat prices. So I got you down for that one. Thank you, Pamela. I know. What the heck, right? Okay. See if there's anything else I want to show. I want to show y'all this, unless y'all want to bid on it today. Look at this piece of glass I picked up. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it beautissimus? Let me put it in front of the white so you can actually see. Look at this. Look at the swirly stem on it. And this is kind of like a Jack in the Pulpit style pulled flower. I love it. I can sell it today if y'all want to. If not, I'll bring it back another time. I just wanted to show it to you because it is beautiful. Look it. This one would have to start for more because this is a nice piece of glass. But y'all can let me know if anybody's interested in that. And we're going to do a recap. I think it's recap time. Do y'all think it's recap time? I think it's recap time. I know. That's what I was joking with Tammy Renee about Apple. I was like, I'm not even going to say it because I'll get in trouble if I start saying that kind of stuff on here. So anyway, I'll keep my mouth shut. Oh, I can show you this really quick. These two pieces, knock these out really quick, and then we'll do the recap. So this is a piece of Victorian glass. This is green Victorian, gorgeous piece. Got the ruffled edge at the top, the hand painting on the front. It reminds me of the Murano, the Tre Fiocchi glass, because it's got the raised enameling on it. And it's got a little, look at the little flat paint on there to make the leaves. Anyway, this piece will have to start at $12 if anyone is interested in it. $12 for this piece of beautiful glass. We'll give it a second to run, but you know I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to sit here and wait long. We're going to fly. We're going to make wings and we're going to fly here. So if you want it, if you like it, you better get that number in because I'm serious. I'm going to start counting down like now. And by the time I get to 0, we're passing on it. We're going. You got about 10 seconds to make up your mind. because it's about to disappear. You ready? It's about to leave you. It's about to go. It's out the door. It's out the door. And it is gone. So, last piece, and then the recap is a Fenton glass canoe in the olive green, daisy, and buttons. This one's starting at $18. If anybody's interested, $18 for the Fenton glass canoe, daisy, and button. And again, it's going to float away very quickly. So you think this is something you might be interested in, get in quick before the boat sinks. And I'm going to drink coffee while you are thinking. Do, do, do. Row, row, row your boat gently down the street. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Do, 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 do. All right, that was it. Recap time. Recap time. Round of applause for Tammy, Renee, and Linda for modding for me today. You guys are awesome. I love you. Mwah. And it is recap time. So I'm going to try to do this as painlessly as possible for you guys. I had these were a flat price. The miniature Domino sugar containers, I still have 2 of these left. It'd be $2 each. If you're interested in those, just put sugar, $2 each. I have 2 left. These are vintage miniatures. I have 2 of the Corn Flakes vintage miniatures left as well. If you're interested, $2 each for the Corn Flakes. You could just put cereal, and I'll know if you want one of those. Oh, my goodness. I had my tins. These were $6 for the blue one. It's got the parasol on it, $6. They are metal. They've got the paper on the outside of them, the thick, pretty paper. $6 also for the one with the cinnabar color with the butterflies. Beautiful old tin. Again, covered in paper. And then the big one, $8. It's got the handle on it. And I don't have it lined up correctly because my brain doesn't work like that. But it lines up nicely when you do it right. So $8 for that one. Okay. And then I have one more set of the choppy sticks left. They are $3 for the mid-century chopsticks, the wood with the silver tops on them. Nice weighted tops to them, but they are vintage. They're beautiful. So you just put in chopsticks if you want that. They're $3. These were part of my add-ons. $2 for the bird. The nuthatch that's still new in package, new old stock. It's got the feathers on the body, real feathers. Nice little piece. It is the nuthatch. You can just put bird in there. And those were $2. What else did I have over here? I had a couple of Valentines left. These were $2 each. So you got the couple if you wanted that one. This one was from 1910. You got the little forlorn boy. Oh, please be my Valentine. This was teacher sent him, or her, this. Miss Ada gave it to her. Miss Ada. And then the birds. Those are $2 each for the Valentines. And this one, around the same time, early 1900s, it was never used, so I don't have a date. All right, that's that. Oh, now I had this, $8. And it was all of this old trim, rickrack, whatever you call it. My grandmother would be rolling in her grave right now because I can't remember what to call it. But it was this rose. It looks like little roses on there. And it's a bunch of it. Like I said, it's about 3/4 of the way full, if not more. And it used to be 36 yards of it. So for you crafters out there, this would be great. Great for Valentine's and Easter coming up. So it was this along with this that somebody has already crocheted. And it was about 2 yards of it for $8. So you could just put in 8 if you wanted this. And like I said, this is about 2 yards of this somebody's already crocheted for your use in whatever you're doing. Oh, and then I had this celluloid, not to be confused with cellulite, celluloid brooch. The floral brooch on the green background with the wood trim or the wood backing on it that they used as a frame around it. Regular pin back on it. This one was $8. I forgot to show you the other brooch. Oh well, too late now. Oh, and my kitties. I forgot the kitties. So I'm going to sell these cats all in one set instead of doing them all individually. It's going to be $30 for all 3 of them. And if you don't like them, I'm going to put them on eBay. So there's the first one. Beautiful vintage cat. Made in Japan foil sticker. So cute. Oh my gosh. Here was the second one. Got the butterfly. They all have a butterfly. He's on his tail. Again, made in Japan. And then this guy, which the butterfly was broken on him. Somebody glued the wing back on. Right there underneath, you can see it. It's so cute. Okay, so $30 for all of those. And then I'm trying to go fast because I know y'all got places to be. Is that everything I showed? Oh, this as well. I had this. This was $35 start. It is a Rubens planter. It is musical. Let's see if I can make it work again. I don't have it wound up very much because I don't want it going off forever. Turn it off. Cute little Rubens planter. $35. And I think that was about it, right? There may have been a couple other things, but that's okay. We can bring them back around another time. So, everyone, thank you so much for showing up. Thanks for shopping with me. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting with me. And don't forget, tomorrow I will be on Picasso Cat's channel at 4 p.m. That's Picasso Cat Kathy at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Friday, I'll be right back here at 4 p.m. Maybe with a guest. I don't know yet. I hadn't talked to her. Maybe with a guest. If not, I'll be flying solo. And then Monday, I will be on Vintage Uprising Texas Tam Tam's channel at 3 p.m. So make sure you join us there as well. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I know I'm going to see you in these other chats. I already know it. I already know. So until I see you in there and start chatting it up and goofing around with you guys and making funny jokes to embarrass the host, because that's what I like to do. So make sure you come in there and help me out with that. But thanks for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, please, please, please. I really appreciate that. And I will see you in a few minutes, I'm sure, around the way. And thanks again for all your support. You guys have no idea how important it is to me and how much I adore you. So, good to know. What's good to know? Oh, embarrassing. Oh, yeah, I like embarrassing people. So, have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much. And I will see you in a few minutes, probably. But until then, I'm going to go get some more coffee. So, again, thanks, everybody. Love you lots. And see you in a few.